Thanks for tuning in to this terrific Tuesday of FSU weather. I'm student meteorologist Dylan Leith here. And you can see this sea breeze front that we've been looking at just before the show. We'll look into it a little more later as we see some different temperatures as you go farther inland compared to farther closer to the coast. But we'll take a look at that later. Right now, though, we have high pressure sitting in our area, but that's going to be kicked out of our area as we see some moisture return in and our temperatures drop just a bit as we look at the next 3 days. You see 20% chance of rain tomorrow, then picking up into those 40% chance of rain on Thursday. We see our temperatures drop down to 92 as our high. And then Friday, when we see that 70% chance of rain, well, we see our temperatures drop down to 87. So it's a give or take. You either get the rain and cooler temperatures or the dry conditions and hot as well. As we look at the headlines coming up on today's show, we're going to talk about that sea breeze shower tomorrow. Then we're going to talk about that pattern changing as we see more rain come in. And we're going to see some relief from the heat and drought as we've seen a lot of rain kind of not hit our area the last couple of days. But this rain is good for our vegetation as we've seen a little bit of a drought, and we'll have the drought monitor on the Thursday show. But now let's give it over to Tyler with the South Seas.
Thank you, Dylan. And all throughout the southeast, still staying pretty hot right now. In Tallahassee right now, we're at 94 degrees, Montgomery at 97. As we move westward, it gets a little bit cooler, all the way down to 68 in El Paso right now, probably because of some of that rain that's hitting there. Looking at our dew points here, a lot more moist in the southeast right now. That's because we have a high pressure system in the east moving off into the Atlantic, and also our tropical invest below Texas, closer to Mexico right now. It's also starting to move a little bit eastward and bringing moisture towards the southeast. Right now in Tallahassee, we have a dew point of 74 degrees, Jackson 67, a little bit lower once again in El Paso at 55 degrees right now. And our winds are picking up a lot closer to Texas, close to this invest. In Houston, we're at 22 degrees, or sorry, not 22 degrees, 22 miles per hour. New Orleans at 13. Nashville all the way up to 14 miles per hour. And looking at what's going on here, our high pressure system to the south and to the east is moving out, as I mentioned before. And we have a low pressure system here in Tallahassee, bringing a little bit higher chances for rain. And then some rain here as well in Houston, coming from our tropical invest to the south. And zooming into Florida, we have some pop-up thunderstorms all throughout the region right now, south of Tampa and moving up a little bit closer to Jacksonville, southeast Georgia, and Charleston as well. And the chances to see some thunderstorms, you're going to have some pretty, not high, but moderate chances to see thunderstorms all throughout Florida, and some severe thunderstorms as you move towards Savannah and Charleston as well. Moving to the west towards Texas, you can see these rain bands starting to move towards Texas, going to bring up those chances for some thunderstorms in Texas. And then our tropical invest 91L has about a 20% chance to develop over the next 2 to 5 days. Right now it has winds at 30 miles per hour currently. And our moisture is going to start moving eastward as we move throughout Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That moisture is going to make its way towards Tallahassee, and that's why we're going to see rain chances start to move up in our Big Bend region. Looking at the next 24 hours, the rain's going to continue to go throughout Houston and move towards Louisiana as well. Rain chances are going to pick up, thunderstorms are going to pick up as we move. Tonight's forecast, temperatures are going to get pretty low in Tallahassee at 73, Jacksonville 73, and tomorrow we're going to start hitting highs at 93 in Tallahassee, 91 in Jacksonville. Right now I'm going to pass things off to Emily with our first local.
Thank you, Tyler. Checking out the almanac, we don't have any data in today, but our average for today would be about 90 degrees and that low of 67 and that record of 102 set back in 1927. We were close to that today, sitting at 94 degrees now here in Tallahassee with partly cloudy skies. Beautiful evening with those light winds out of the south at 13 miles per hour. Current conditions, you can see 96 in Monticello, 95 in Quincy with that hotter temperatures up in the southern counties of Georgia at 100 in Bainbridge, because that sea breeze has not quite reached there yet. Current dew points, again, you can see where that sea breeze is sitting. 70 degrees in Quincy, 74 in town. A little bit warmer dew points down in 79 in Caribou. Our current heat index, 104 in town here, 104 in Monticello too, and 99 in Valdosta. You can see a little bit hotter down here and then a little bit cooler where that sea breeze has not quite made it to yet. Wind directions coming out of the south, 13 miles per hour in town, 3 out in Mariana, and 9 down by the coast in Apalachicola with that sea breeze coming off the ocean. Satellite radar, not much going on, a little bit pop-up showers over here by Cypress and a little bit more out east here towards Jacksonville in the Lake City area. Moving through this afternoon, zooming out, not much going on anywhere really except for this invest in here by Houston. This high pressure in the Gulf dominating that region will bring no weather except for that sea breeze this time of year. Lows all over into the north by Minneapolis and Chicago. But for your next 24 hours in Tallahassee, not much going on, a little bit of cloud cover. Those pop-up showers will remain and into tomorrow morning. Again, those showers are going to move through with the cloud cover remaining throughout the day, and those chances of rain a little bit higher in the afternoon. 73 in town here for tonight, 72 in Quincy, and 73 in Monticello for your tonight. Dog walk forecast, head out early tomorrow. It's going to be a hot one again with that rain increasing chances by 3 p.m. tomorrow, but that high at 95 degrees. Tomorrow's forecast, 93 in town. Very hot all over with a little bit of showers up towards the north, but 88 degrees down Apalachicola and Caribou will make for a nice tomorrow down there by the ocean. Rain chances, 15 to 25% of rain tomorrow in Tallahassee. 25 is move up a little bit north with those severe chances increasing up into the central, mid-central Georgia. The week ahead, barely hot, really hot. Finally get to see those chances of rain as you move into the weekend. Stormy conditions and those temperatures will finally drop below that 90-degree mark come your Friday with the humid weather returning next Tuesday. Now I'm going to pass things off to Dylan with your national forecast.
Very much, Emily. And as we take a look at the national picture, we got one major area of just heat sitting over in the southeast. Look at all those orange and reds, just some hot, unbearable temperatures. Faring out west into the Rockies, not too bad right now. Sorry, our graphics not working. Just got colors to look at, but it's a pretty picture nonetheless. You see some cooler temperatures over into Denver and Albuquerque, not too bad. The southeast still seeing those warm temperatures continue, but we're going to see a pattern change as we go into the next couple of days as we have some moisture kind of introduced into the southeast. San Antonio seeing dew points of 74 degrees. Here in Tallahassee, 74 as well. So a lot of moisture kind of getting pushed up in. That's due to that invest Tyler talked about earlier. And we're going to see this moisture kind of situate and stick into the southeast, bringing some increased rain chances, some more moderate temperatures. Now we got two areas of severe weather outside of the one in the Carolinas, as mentioned by Tyler. You have this low pressure into Texas that's bringing some severe weather into New Mexico and Texas as well. And these two low pressure systems sitting in the Midwest, it's going to bring some severe weather. Then as we go into the the Texas part, we have a slight risk, a level 2 out of 3 on the severe weather scale into parts of Texas and New Mexico. But right now, not seeing too bad conditions. You have these lines of storms coming through. Your main threat with these, wind, hail, and a possible tornado, but very unlikely, only an isolated chance of a tornado. But you see these storms kind of move into the panhandle of Texas and into parts of New Mexico as well. And you have that severe thunderstorm watch in effect till 9 p.m. Mountain Time for parts of these areas. And you have a severe thunderstorm warning in orange right there, as you see. As we go farther eastward, looking at that area of slight and enhanced risk, which is a level 3 on the severe weather scale, into parts of Green Bay, Duluth, and Minneapolis. You see with that, we still have some strong storms. You have some flash flood warnings in the dark red right there. So you see some strong storms across both parts of the country in the north and south. And into tonight too, we have those severe thunderstorm watches continuing 8 p.m. Central Time over into Minneapolis and down by St. Louis. Seeing 9 p.m. Central Time is really when those warnings are going to expire. And with all that rain and severe weather we've had last couple of weeks, well, we have these flash flood watches and warnings going on upriver. These are going to flow down the river and bring some strong river levels and some flooding into a lot of these areas. That's why you see those flash flood watches downriver into Houston and parts of Louisiana, even into New Orleans. As we go into the next 24 hours, we see the severe weather threat kind of pick up as we go into the night. It's been the same kind of pattern, but as that severe weather kind of picks up into this evening, we start to see that area moved eastward, and you see that invest move up into Texas, bringing all that moisture. And as we see on the severe weather scale for tomorrow, we're going to see this area of severe weather situated around the Louisville area, and then those rain chances really sticking around into Dallas, Fort Worth, and Memphis as that invest moves in and kind of just falls apart. And you can see another slight risk out again for tomorrow, not letting up in terms of severe weather. As we look at the next 6 to 10 days, well, because of that rain and that moisture kind of moving in and some cooler temperatures and some cool air from the Arctic kind of moving in, we're seeing cooler than average temperatures for much of the central part of the United States. Down in the parts of Tallahassee, we're about average. Of course, South Florida and Central Florida, well, they're expecting above average conditions for the next 6 to 10 days. Out west into California, continuing that pattern of warm conditions as well. Not too bad, though, even if it is above average, since not too bad, but for parts of northern California, more inland, it's getting a little hot out there. And with those drier conditions, well, not great for those fires. So now let's send it over to Emily, who's going to take a look at Florida.
Thank you, Dylan. Current conditions throughout the state, very hot all over with your hot spot actually in town here at 94 degrees. A little bit cooler actually in Tampa and Fort Myers, but not too bad throughout the state. Current dew points, again, very high throughout the region, very moist with that sea breeze coming off the water there. Current wind speed and direction, you can see this clockwise form here with this high pressure sitting right here. 10 mile per hour winds in Fort Myers with 13 coming off the coast in West Palm Beach. Satellite and radar, you can see those sea breeze showers popping up through all the way from Tampa all the way down into the Miami region. Showers all over the state of Florida that's associated with those sea breeze this time of year. Again, you can see those showers pop up along the coast here. Nothing in town in Tallahassee. Panama City is clear for your night if you're going out to the beach for a nice night walk at the beach. 74 in Weehawken, 75 in Apalachicola, and 75 degrees in St. Mark for your tonight. Satellite and radar again for the central part of Florida. Those showers popping up all the way through your I-4 corridor and into the 75 corridor as well. Daytona Beach looks clear tonight with those temperatures at 74 degrees in Daytona Beach, 75 in Cocoa Beach, and 76 in Melbourne. South Florida, you can see those showers again popping up through the Everglades there on 75. Fort Myers, you can see a little bit more severe weather this evening. But tonight's forecasts are going to be 74 degrees in Fort Myers, 79 in Miami, and 77 down in Homestead. Next 24 hours, again, you can see those showers lingering, cloud cover remaining, and then moving out again until we get those sea breeze showers popping up tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow's forecast, very hot again, 95 in Gainesville, 88 degrees in West Palm Beach, and a nice 87 degrees in Key West. Those showers will pop up from Tampa all the way down to Miami tomorrow as well. Now I'm going to pass things off to Tyler for your local 2.
Thank you, Emily. And right now, the sky is very clear. It looks very beautiful outside. I'm sure most of us would like to see some rain, some clouds outside right now. But it's great to still see the sun shining outside. A little bit of a prize for us, but not having the rain, we get to see the sun. Right now it's 94 degrees, partly cloudy. You see a little bit of cloud cover in the background. Zooming in towards the Big Bend region, Tallahassee's at 94 degrees right now. Quincy's at 95. Up in Camilla's 100. You can really see where the sea breeze is right now. In Tallahassee and Monticello, this area, it's cooler. And as you get to where the sea breeze didn't quite break inland, it's a little bit hotter. And this is all the same story with the dew points as well. A lot moister where the sea breeze got into the Big Bend region, and a lot drier where the sea breeze stopped and couldn't quite break further inland. And that's why, even though the actual temperatures are cooler closer to the coastline, it actually doesn't feel quite as comfortable. The heat index, which shows how hot it actually feels outside, is a lot higher in Tallahassee at 104. And whenever you move into southern Georgia, you're at 98 in Thomasville, 95 in Moultrie. Looking at our wind speeds, you can see this sea breeze moving up from the south, bringing some higher winds towards the coastline at 8 miles per hour at St. Mark's, 13 in Tallahassee. As you move up inland towards Georgia, those wind speeds really start to die down, only about 3 miles per hour in Thomasville, a little bit higher at 9 in Valdosta. Our satellite and radar shows some rain popping up all around the Big Bend region, but for the most part, we're not seeing too much. Some sea breeze showers. Tallahassee isn't really seeing much at all right now. Looking at the bigger view, a lot of our rain and moisture for the Big Bend region is coming from this invest down here towards Mexico, and also because this high pressure system is moving off of the coast of the East Coast right now. Looking at our next 24 hours, as we go through the night, there's going to be a little bit of cloud coverage. At the early morning hours, the clouds are going to dissipate. Into Wednesday, those rain chances are going to pick up again, as well as the cloud cover as we go throughout the day because of those sea breeze showers. Tonight, we're going to get down to 72 degrees with a stray storm possible before 8 o'clock. The night's going to remain partly cloudy until we get into those early morning hours. Now for our golf forecast, our producer Michael loves golf. So we got to make sure he has the right forecast for tomorrow. 8 a.m. is going to be 74 degrees, so it's great to get out there early. But as you go throughout the day, it's going to get a lot more uncomfortable, hitting 95 degrees at 4 p.m. with some chances of showers at that point. Tomorrow, are going to hit a high of 95 degrees. Once again, 20% chance of rain. Mostly sunny until the late afternoon hours. We're going to pick up those chances for storms. With our week ahead, rain chances are going to pick up significantly as we head towards Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that will bring the rain will bring those temperatures down for us, make things a lot more comfortable. But if you haven't already, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at FSU Weather. And as always, we're live streaming Monday through Thursday during the summer at 6 p.m. at FSU Weather on YouTube.